Hello, so it's been a while, I apologise for that. October was a pretty mad one for me, as you all know, with the Octorafest, which went really well, and I'm mega proud of myself for actually getting it all out, so thank you everyone for commenting and watching. It was a lot of fun. So I hope you understand that November I just took a complete break. I didn't mean to. I was actually going to carry on with the James Bond series in November, but honestly I just had a lot of stuff to do and I just needed a bit of rest and relaxation, which I didn't really do because I had a crochet stand on the 1st, so I had a lot of stock to make. But now I'm feeling a bit more refreshed and ready to get going with the Bond series again. So like I said in my previous video, Goldfinger was one that I was quite excited for because I've heard many good things about it. So many people say, you know, Goldfinger is one of the best Bond films, so I had very high expectations for this one. And I must say I was a little bit let down. You all know that I loved From Russia With Love a lot. Goldfinger kind of went in a very different direction and it started to feel more James Bondy, if you know what I mean. And by that I mean kind of old cheesy James Bond. So again we have Sean Connery starring as Bond. Still love him as Bond, he's great. So I will say I can kind of understand why this film is so iconic, because like I said, it goes more Bondy than the others. It certainly has more flashy gadgets, flashy everything. It has a lot of the iconic Bond things that I know of, like the woman covered entirely in gold lying on the bed, and Oddjob with his steel-rimmed hat. But funnily enough, I actually never knew who Goldfinger was. I didn't know if it was a person, if it was a thing. I didn't know if it was just referencing the girl, the dead girl on the bed. I just had no idea. And this was another one of those, oh my god, that's an actor that I know, realizations. After kind of battling with my brain, trying to figure out who it was, I was amazed to realise that it was the Baron from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is Goldfinger. So that was pretty awesome. And again, I had one of those mind-blowing moments, and after that me and Dave could not stop singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang songs, most notably the You're My Little Chitchy Face. I actually don't know what the title of that song is. But anyway, I couldn't stop thinking about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Fun fact, Ian Fleming, creator of Bond, actually wrote the original novel to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and then Roald Dahl wrote the screenplay for the film. So fun fact there for your quizzes, if it ever comes up. The whole gold paint thing was ridiculous, again veering into that kind of ridiculous element of Bond that I'm expecting. And I thought she was going to have a bigger role in the film, but it seems the most iconic bit of her character was when she dies, which is interesting. I'm going to have a hard time not talking about the problems that I have with this film and Bond in general in this video. And the other Bond girl, I'm going to say her name once, and once is enough. I just hate the word. So Pussy Galore, who will now be referred to as Ms. Galore because I cannot say that name over and over again, so I apologise. I thought she was really, really cool. It was awesome that she was a pilot. I loved that element of her character, and the kind of group of female pilots was pretty epic. I did like that. However, and I'm gonna have to bring this up because I think that for me it was the most memorable bit about the film, and not in a good way, and it's the bit where Bond is in a barn with her and he's essentially like, come on, let's get it on, and she obviously doesn't want to, and there's this horrible grappling scene in which she essentially kind of forces her to say yes. And I know I've said that these films were a product of their time, but I can't excuse that scene. It made me really, really dislike the film as a whole. It really just put a horrible, I don't know, just it made me so uncomfortable. I can't really describe it. And I was enjoying myself up until that time. I was enjoying the film, but that just really ruined it for me. And I honestly I just find it inexcusable. I think it puts out a awful message. I might I say this in every video, I might have to do a more in-depth post about that one scene, because although it was, you know, from the 60s, people still watch these films, people worship James Bond, and honestly, I think it is so awful that the main character of a film acted in that way. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, after that part, like I said, it was quite difficult for me to actually concentrate on the film, but I will try and, you know, get my thoughts out as best as possible. I thought the action scenes were really well done. I thought, again, they were a lot more polished than the other ones, as, you know, we're getting further on into the series, bigger budgets, everything like that. I really enjoyed the plot. I thought it was really interesting. I didn't think it was as interesting as From Russia With Love, but I don't know if anything's going to top that one quite yet, but we shall see. And again, I'm just having a lot of difficulty talking about this film because of that bit, so I'm sorry if this isn't what you expected. I still did enjoy elements of it, and like I said, it was kind of tarnished by that one scene that I just found completely disgusting. And yeah. And I think it's why it's taken me so long to actually do this video as well, because I am quite nervous about talking about it, because I did say from the offset I'm going to try not to focus on those kind of things, but I honestly think if I didn't say anything then it would have been wrong, so yeah. Yeah, I just don't really have anything else to say about the film, really. And again, I'm really sorry if you wanted more from me. I just don't. I'm just finding it very difficult to kind of think of the positives. Yeah, so that video was a thing. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the film. Like I said, I might do a written post about this at some point. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry it wasn't exactly what I was hoping this video to be, and I hope you understand why. So I'll be watching Thunderball next. I literally have no idea what this one's about again. This is another Sean Connery one, so we shall see how this one goes. And don't forget to subscribe for more Bond videos. I'm going to be putting out some gaming content as well in the next few months, so look forward to that. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll leave the links down below, and if you would like to consider supporting me on Patreon, I shall leave the link down below there as well. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for Thunderball.